There's a difference between traveling and truly experiencing the world. Anyone can take a flight, book a hotel, and snap a few photos. But real travel isn't about ticking destinations off a list. It's about stepping into moments so powerful, so unforgettable, that they stay with you forever. Imagine watching the sun rise over an ancient temple older than history itself, or standing on the edge of a canyon so vast it makes you feel both tiny and infinite at the same time. These aren't just trips, they're experiences that change the way you see life. Across the globe, there are places that every traveler should live at least once. Not just visit, but live. Moments where the atmosphere, the culture, and the beauty collide into something magical. Today, we'll explore 10 must-see experiences worldwide. From natural wonders that defy imagination, to cultural treasures that connect us to the past, and adventures that test the limits of human courage. Whether you're a seasoned explorer, or just beginning to dream of your next escape, this list will inspire you to look beyond postcards and seek the extraordinary. So pack your curiosity and open your mind, because these aren't just destinations. They're once-in-a-lifetime journeys. Number 1. Watching the Northern Lights in Tromsø, Norway. High above the Arctic Circle lies Tromsø, a small Norwegian city that offers front-row seats to one of nature's greatest performances, the Northern Lights. Known locally as the Aurora Borealis, this natural phenomenon paints the night sky, with ribbons of green, purple, and pink light, shifting and dancing like a cosmic ballet. But Tromsø isn't just about the lights, it's the whole experience. Imagine wrapping yourself in warm furs, riding on a husky sled through snow-covered landscapes, and then looking up to see the heavens alive with color. It's surreal, almost otherworldly. Tourists should travel here because Tromsø is one of the most reliable spots on Earth to witness this phenomenon. Thanks to its location, long polar nights, and minimal light pollution, your chances of seeing the auroras are incredibly high, between September and March. And even if the sky is cloudy, the city itself offers charm, with its wooden houses, lively Arctic culture, and opportunities to explore fjords and reindeer-filled tundras. The Northern Lights aren't just a sight. They're a reminder of how vast and mysterious our universe truly is. Every traveler deserves to look up at that glowing sky once in their life and feel, if only for a moment, connected to something much greater. 2. Sunrise at Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Deep in the jungles of Cambodia lies one of humanity's most breathtaking monuments, Angkor Wat. This temple complex, built in the 12th century, is the largest religious structure in the world. But it's not just its size that makes it unforgettable. It's the way it awakens at sunrise. Imagine standing before the massive stone towers, their reflections shimmering in the lotus-filled pond. The sky shifts from deep purple to fiery orange, and slowly, the sun peeks out from behind the central spire, casting golden light across the ancient carvings. It feels almost as if time stops. Tourists should travel here because Angkor Wat isn't just a temple. It's a living piece of history. Every wall is covered in intricate carvings depicting gods, demons, and epic battles from Hindu mythology. And beyond the main temple, the vast Angkor archaeological park stretches for miles, with ruins swallowed by the jungle, like Ta Prohm, where giant tree roots snake around crumbling stone. Tourists should travel here because Angkor Wat isn't just a temple. It's a living piece of history. Every wall is covered in intricate carvings depicting gods, demons, and epic battles from Hindu mythology. And beyond the main temple, vast Angkor archaeological park stretches for miles, with ruins swallowed by the jungle, like Ta Prohm, where giant tree roots snake around crumbling stone. But sunrise at Angkor Wat is the crown jewel. It's more than just a photo opportunity. It's a spiritual moment, a reminder that civilizations rise and fall, yet beauty endures. For anyone who wants to feel the weight of history and the wonder of the present at the same time, this experience is a must. 3. Hiking the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu, Peru. Hidden high in the Andes, the ancient citadel of Machu Picchu is one of the world's most iconic sights. But the real magic isn't just in arriving, it's in the journey to get there. Hiking the legendary Inca Trail is an adventure that transforms the way you see the ruins when you finally arrive. The trail winds through cloud forests, mountain passes, and ancient Inca ruins that most tourists never see. Along the way, llamas graze on emerald green terraces, mist curls around snow-capped peaks, and stone pathways built centuries ago lead you deeper into history. After 4 days of hiking, you reach the Sun Gate at dawn, where, through the mist, Machu Picchu reveals itself for the first time. Why should tourists come here? Because this isn't just sightseeing. It's stepping into the footsteps of an empire. You feel the same awe that Inca messengers once felt as they carried news across these mountains. And when you finally stand among the ruins, looking down at the terraces and temples perched above the Urubamba River, the effort makes it infinitely more rewarding. Yes, you could take the train and reach Machu Picchu in comfort, but walking the Inca Trail isn't about comfort. It's about connection to the land, to history, and to the incredible resilience of the human spirit. 4. Cruising through the fjords of Norway. Norway's fjords look like they were carved by the hands of giants. Towering cliffs rising from crystal, clear waters, waterfalls tumbling down like silver threads, and tiny villages nestled at the edge of it all. To cruise through them is not just a trip, but an immersion into nature's grand design. Imagine standing on the deck of a boat as you glide between walls of rock that stretch hundreds of meters into the sky. The air is crisp, the water so still it reflects the mountains like a mirror, and around every bend the landscape seems to rearrange itself into something even more spectacular. Tourists should travel here because the fjords are unlike anywhere else on Earth. Places like Geiranger Fjord and Narøy Fjord, both UNESCO World Heritage Sites, are not just visually stunning. They're living landscapes where people have thrived for centuries despite the isolation. You can kayak on the glassy waters, hike to hidden waterfalls, or simply breathe in the silence that feels almost sacred. A fjord cruise is more than a scenic journey. It's a meditation on scale. It reminds you of how small we are compared to the vastness of nature, and yet how lucky we are to witness it. 5. Hot air balloon ride over Cappadocia in Turkey. Few experiences can match the magic of floating above Cappadocia at sunrise. This region of central Turkey is famous for its fairy chimneys, strange rock formations shaped by wind and time, and ancient cave dwellings carved into the soft stone. But it's from the sky that Cappadocia reveals its true wonder. As the first light of dawn spreads across the horizon, hundreds of colorful balloons rise into the air at once, drifting silently over valleys and ancient villages. Below, the landscape looks like something from another planet, undulating hills, cave churches, and stone spires glowing golden in the morning light. Cappadocia combines adventure, history, and pure beauty in a way few places can. You're not just riding a balloon, you're experiencing thousands of years of human history from a bird's-eye view. This was once a refuge for early Christians, a hub of the Silk Road, and now it's one of the most photographed places on Earth. Floating above Cappadocia is a reminder of what travel should be. Breathtaking, humbling, and unforgettable. It's not just about seeing the world. It's about feeling like you've stepped into a dream. 6. Safari in the Serengeti in Tanzania. There are few experiences as raw and powerful as witnessing the Great Migration in the Serengeti. This vast African savanna becomes the stage for the largest movement of animals on Earth. Millions of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles crossing the plains in search of greener pastures, followed closely by predators like lions, cheetahs, and crocodiles. Imagine the ground trembling beneath the hooves of thousands of wildebeest, the dust rising in clouds as they surge forward like a living river. In the distance, giraffes move gracefully across the horizon, while elephants march in family groups. And then, out of nowhere, a lioness crouches low in the grass, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The Serengeti isn't just a safari, it's the circle of life unfolding before your eyes. Every sunrise feels like a new chapter in the story of survival. Beyond the migration, the park offers year-round encounters with Africa's most iconic wildlife, set against endless golden landscapes that seem untouched by time. 7. Exploring Petra in Jordan. Hidden among the rose-red cliffs of southern Jordan lies Petra, an ancient city carved directly into the rock. Once a thriving hub of trade for the Nabateans, today it stands as one of the most astonishing archaeological wonders in the world. The journey begins through the Sik, a narrow canyon where towering walls of sandstone twist and turn, leading you deeper into the past. And then, suddenly, the passage opens to reveal the treasury, an intricate facade rising almost 40 meters high, glowing golden in the sunlight. It's one of the most dramatic reveals in all of travel. But Petra is more than just the treasury. Beyond it lies a labyrinth of tombs, temples, and amphitheaters, all carved by hand over 2,000 years ago. Climb the ancient steps to the monastery, and you'll be rewarded with panoramic views over rugged desert landscapes that stretch for miles. Tourists should travel here because Petra isn't just a place. It's a story frozen in stone. To walk its paths is to feel the echoes of a lost civilization, to marvel at human creativity, and to connect with history in a way that few sites allow. It's not surprising that Petra is called the Rose City, because once you see it, it leaves an impression that never fades. Number 8. Sailing through the Galápagos Islands in Ecuador. Far off the coast of Ecuador lies a chain of volcanic islands that feels like another planet, the Galápagos. Famous for inspiring Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, these islands are home to creatures found nowhere else on Earth. Here, wildlife doesn't just exist, it thrives, often without any fear of humans. Picture yourself stepping off a boat onto a black lava shore, where marine iguanas bask in the sun, sea lions sprawl lazily on the sand, and blue-footed boobies perform their quirky mating dance right at your feet. Beneath the waves, you can snorkel alongside playful sea lions, giant sea turtles, and even schools of hammerhead sharks. The Galápagos is a living laboratory of evolution. Each island has its own unique ecosystem, shaped by isolation and volcanic forces. It's one of the few places in the world where you can witness nature almost exactly as Darwin did nearly 200 years ago. But beyond science, the Galápagos offers something deeper: perspective. Watching a 100-year-old giant tortoise lumber slowly across the grass reminds you that life moves at many paces, and that we are just guests in this ancient, ongoing story. A trip here isn't just a vacation, it's a glimpse into the raw creativity of nature. 9. Walking the Great Wall of China in China. Stretching over 21,000 kilometers, the Great Wall of China is not just a monument, it's a symbol of human ambition and endurance. Built across centuries to protect empires from invasion, it snakes through mountains, deserts, and grasslands, blending into the landscape like a dragon's back. Walking on the wall is an experience that combines history, culture, and sheer awe. Some sections are beautifully restored, with solid stone steps and watchtowers standing proud, while others are wild and crumbling, overtaken by grass and solitude. No matter where you go, the feeling is the same. You are standing on something that has witnessed millennia of history. From the heights of Badaling near Beijing, you can look across endless ridges and imagine the soldiers who once stood guard there. Hike further into the remote Jiangku or Simeitai sections, and you'll find yourself walking paths where silence and time dominate. The Great Wall isn't just seen, it's felt. Every stone holds a story, every tower a memory. To walk it is to step into the flow of history itself. 10. Watching the sunset over the Grand Canyon in USA. Few natural wonders can compare to the scale and beauty of the Grand Canyon. Carved over millions of years by the Colorado River, this vast chasm stretches for nearly 450 kilometers, exposing layer upon layer of Earth's history in towering cliffs of red, orange, and gold. But the most unforgettable moment comes at sunset. As the sun begins to sink, the canyon transforms into a living painting. Shadows stretch across the ridges, colors deepen into fiery reds and purples, and the horizon glows with a fading light that seems eternal. The silence is profound, broken only by the whisper of wind. Watching the sunset here isn't just about the view, it's about perspective. You feel impossibly small compared to the canyon's immensity, yet deeply connected to the natural world. Tourists should travel here because the Grand Canyon isn't just a place you see, it's a place you feel. Standing on the rim, you're reminded of the passage of time, of nature's patience, and of our fleeting place within it. It's not surprising that millions of tourists visit the Grand Canyon each year, yet in that quiet moment of sunset, it feels like the canyon belongs only to you. And there you have it, 10 must-see experiences worldwide. From ancient cities carved in stone to skies lit with dancing lights, from the wild plains of Africa to the deep silence of the Grand Canyon, each of these moments is more than just travel. They're reminders of how extraordinary our world truly is. But here's the real question. If you could choose just one of these experiences to live tomorrow, which would it be? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your dream adventure. And if this video inspired you to travel a little deeper, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because the journey doesn't end here.